we go. Let me just... you can hear me okay there, yeah? Excellent.
Absolutely, pal. Another episode with the Tash Mike dudes.
Dudes, oh, that's the... No, that's the sequel.
No. Tash, that's sequel. Yeah.
You got the brush out. You got the brush out. You want me to get the brush out?
I just found it here. Get your brush out, bro. Get your brush out. Brush your Tash, bro. Brush your Tash.
Brush Tash. Tash brush. No, wait. Brush Tash, innit? Brush Tash, that's what it is. But
brush your Tash.
Kids, remember to brush your Tashes out there.
Bro,
okay?
Who was that song that used to say lean back? Now, was it Fat Joe?
Fat Joe, isn't it? It's Fat Joe,
yeah. So obviously, we've got brush your Tash. Brush your tash.
Oh, love
Don't forget the comb when you step out the home. Just make sure you brush your tash.
I think you've thought of that before, you know. I genuinely think you've thought of that line before. You've been waiting to drop that one. I literally
just said, no. It sounds like that was all authentic. That was spontaneous. That was
not even a one take. That was like half a take, and you did it.
That was bars.
It's incredible. That was Michael Bars, bro. You know, there's a rapper, by the way.
Is it just for those who don't know?
I barely know him, by the way. I've just recently read his name, and you said Bars, so I went to Michael. You know, whatever, doesn't matter.
Usually where you tend to go.
Exactly, to Michael. Why wouldn't you go to Michael, right? No,
Don't
Rick,
go to Michael, kids.
Rick, what is going on? How are you doing?
All good, brother. All good. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Are you excited for another brand new episode of the Tash Mike guys for these lads and women, obviously?
Lads and lasses, boys and girls.
That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, no, look, hey,
that's what we're here
before we get into it, because we've got a few things to discuss, right? Because it's been a hectic Premier League, it's been a hectic weekend, a lot of stuff going on. But before we get into our teams and discussing our teams, because obviously you've got you must.
I've got nothing to say, to be fair. I've got the same thing, different day.
Same. All right, but we're done then. Thank you so much. We'll just quickly touch on Liverpool.
Stay safe, stay alert.
No, obviously, it's many decisions had gone wrong this weekend.
Awful decisions.
There was one. The sort of two that I remember was the Matt Turner penalty that should have been. But he sort of went in for a tackle on, I can't remember the striker's name now. I think he's a new striker. And obviously the one that everyone's been discussing has been the Luis Diaz goal. And that's been, I don't even know what to say about that, because how they can come to a decision without drawing like lines, for example, is beyond me. It really is, because how do you make that decision? Where do you look from? Like, even us as watchers, like football fans, were watching the game. We could clearly.
I saw one side. I called it. We were watching the game live. I had one of my buddies come around, and I looked at him and I was like, "That's onside." He's like, "No, it's offside." They said offside. I was like, "Don't trust the system, bro. Trust your own eyes. How are you not trusting your eyes?
Come on, lad.
Like, look at it." And he was like, "No, it's offside." I was like, "Look at Romero's leg, bro. Like, they've clearly drawn the lines on the grass. Like, look at the grass. Like, how close Romero is compared to the other guy. That's it. Because the lines are straight, like arrow straight.
The grass lines,
yeah. Right? When the way they cut one way and then they come down the other way to give that turf effect of the lines." But I saw that. I was like, onside. And to be honest with you, I swore. I was like, bastard, they've done it again. They've done it. I was like, they've done it again. And then when I saw offside, I was like, what? Then I didn't start to trust my own eyes. I was like, wait, what? But
like you said,
awful decision.
Even on Match of the Day, and I mean, for everyone on Match of the Day to like come out and be like, look, that is outrageous and ludicrous for that to even happen in the age of VAR. Yes. It's beyond me. I mean, okay, all right, fair enough. Ref made a mistake, whatever it is. But then that's literally why we have the video system referees in existence. Mm-hmm. That's the whole reason of their existence, is to literally to help and to assist the referee, the on-field referee. And that didn't happen. It didn't happen. Now, I don't know. Obviously, we always talk about conspiracies and all that stuff, but I don't want to get into that because, again, I don't know how far the rabbit hole we can go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to do that. Save that for Tash Mike dudes.
Exactly. That's part 2 of this particular podcast. But so I think, but what angers me the most is the fact that the lines weren't drawn. The assistant referee didn't assist shit, by the way. Like, not even.
No, he did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And the fact for them to, and again, the reason why they carried on was because apparently after the review was done, goal, offside, whatever it is, apparently a few seconds later, like 10 seconds later or something, again, according to the PGMOL, 10 seconds later, they realized, oh no, that was a mistake. But the reason why they never pulled it back was because the free kick had already been taken, which obviously signifies a new stage of play.
Tough.
But
a free kick gets taken when there's a penalty or something. People still bring it back. Like if somebody takes a quick throw, this is a goal, bro. Like how can you this annoys me that this is a goal. I was Liverpool down to 10 men. I couldn't remember. Were they down to 10 men by that point as well? Come on, man.
10 men.
Come on.
So I think obviously, look, we're not talking about the final of the season or anything like it, but that's besides the point because you have rules. If the players are getting booked for even just sort of throwing an arm up in in protest to the ref's decision, then surely, like I said, was it last episode or the episode before where we said, give the ref a card. Give the ref a card.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's it. Give the ref a card. Sit down. Right? No, that's sit down, boo boo. You're not doing nothing. No, you sit down. So I just feel like the rules and the way that the refs are held, even from the media, from pundits and all that stuff, the refs are held at this sort of high regard. Oh, no one messes with the refs like they're the Pope or some shit.
Yeah, that's it.
If you make a mistake, if you're making mistakes, you're the on-field referee again. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Could you show me that again, please? Oh, okay. You can't even decide. All right, let me just run over to the screen real quick and let me see it with my own eyes. You know what I mean?
See what you just described there? That is literally rugby. That's how they do it in rugby. The referee goes, "Can I see it from a different angle? Can you show me that one more time? Can you slow it down? Can you speed it up?" You know what I mean? And the stadium can hear. And clearly, because they're saying now, I didn't pick, obviously because it didn't happen against my team. I'm not fully clued up on everything that's going on, but obviously I was aware of. They said they thought it was a goal given against, and then they thought the decision's been made correctly, and so on and so forth. But clearly, the decision wasn't made. They bring it back, have a conversation with each other, let all the stadium hear. Then, if it is wrong decision, if it is a human error in communication, the stadium, which I'm sure the stadium will let you know, but at least the managers and somebody in the dugout will be like, actually, they're talking about the wrong thing there because it's offside. Like, can you check whether he was offside or not? Do you know what I mean? And then that way it eliminates that lack of communication if more ears are there to hear it and to know if the right conversation is being had. There's no point making a dialogue between them public now. It means literally fuck all. Like talking about we're learning from it, it's a human error. If you're going to go down that route, everything is a human error. I tried to get there, ref, but I couldn't. I aimed for the ball, like I'd have got his ankle.
Yeah, human error. That's human error. Why are you booking me? Yeah,
it's a red card. Why am I missing 3 games, ref? I'll just miss one game and I'll go off this game. Like,
I'm glad that you brought that up because that's literally where we're at. They're talking about human errors and this, but this is you've got this extra level of security of a blanket to. If I say literally one more time to describe what the video system referee's job is,
the episode is going to get called literally.
Literally, that's what it's going to get called. It is outrageous to even come out. Never mind the apology, right? Because we're definitely going to touch on that real quick. It means nothing for what, but we'll come to that. But again, for me, it's the fact that a reason was used like. Oh, the ball already been played from the free kick. I'm sorry. Do the players decide when the ball gets played? Doesn't the ref have the whistle? Literally, this is why the whistle is there.
He's very vexed. He is vexed. If you could see what I could see.
They're not even, obviously, like you said,
they're not even your team.
They're not even our team. But again, the level that I am at now, I don't even want to know what the rest of the managers or the rest of the clubs are feeling like because look, it's a lack of trust. Now it's a lack of trust with the referees. It's like everything that we have to go. These players, honestly, in the next couple of years, if it carries on like this with VAR, players are going to score. They're just going to be like, literally just looking
at the screen,
looking at lines on the screen. Was that in or was that? Can I celebrate or not? By the time it comes through, can't even celebrate anymore. So again, it ruins the momentum of a game. Or if you're going to ruin the momentum of a game, do it properly. Draw the lines.
Right,
if you're going to spend 3 minutes on something that shouldn't have even been that close, go check the screens yourself, ref. Was it Robert England or something? I can't remember what the guy.
Yeah.
Well, go check it yourself.
Something England.
It's beyond me. But then obviously what made it even worse to compound on top of that was the fact that they came out, yes, it's human error. PGMOL will take full responsibility. All right, first of all, you are the only ones. You are the only ones to take responsibility.
Yeah. Who else is that?
The fact that you've even debated someone else in your mind, it goes to show that you are not learning anything.
What is going on? They're like, Howard Webb since he took over. What's he done, bro? Like nothing. Like how can somebody say like we're the ones taking responsibility? Like you say, who else? What does that even mean? You're taking responsibility. Listen, the season that Liverpool missed out on the league, where Man City won it by 1 point. Imagine if that same thing happens again. How much is that apology worth?
It can happen again. And again, from the group chats, if you're going to do that, if you're going to admit fault, right? You need to be sure that you can give the goal back. You need to give the goal back, right? Because otherwise, apologies. Words are cheap. Talk is cheap. Lil Wayne said it. Talk is cheap. So That's exactly
one of the great philosophers.
The great philosophers of the 21st century. You know how we work, but. I don't know.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I find it baffling. I find it baffling because even with the lines, they draw the lines wrong. There's been times where there've been mistakes with the lines. Now, obviously, I'm going to link it into Chelsea because they're the teams that I follow, and I notice more of the mistakes when they happen with Chelsea. Same, obviously, I watched this game. It was a huge game, big game to be fair in the Premier League. Both teams flying high, but yeah, like they were drawing the lines wrong, and like as if the line was not directly at the point or pinpointing where the defenders' last body part is, i.e. the heel or the shoulder or the glute, Whereas what I think is, why can we not go to the way that it was at the World Cup, where the last player was used as it kind of got cut out into a sort of a digitized screen. The last player was a grey area. Then all of a sudden, use that as the last line, then you can see what's beyond there. Because the computer's not going to make a mistake. There is no human error with a computer. Do you know what I mean? It's just... You're on mute, but just
I would agree. By the way, I had
I can see you nodding away. But what I'm saying is that World Cup one actually worked, because I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, what's this? Hey, this is pretty good." Similar to the way we've got the goal line technology. Has the ball crossed the goal, you kind of get that aerial view, look at it, because there's no human error there. There's 3D, all of it. Like, listen, it's the best league in the world, the one that's generating the most money. Surely should have the best equipment. Okay, the best referees, and apparently there's a rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a rumor Howard Webb is trying to get referees from overseas to kind of come over and obviously, trying to get the best refs, which you can understand because it's a job, it's a business, etc. Get the best people to work for your company.
We accept that.
We accept it as fans, absolutely, yeah.
I don't want to see another bald guy from Manchester. I just do not want to see it. I don't want to see it, all right? Give me a bald guy from France or something. Who messes up
Liverpool.
Yeah, honestly.
I can't believe it. Should not have said that.
Can't believe it.
Anyway, joking aside, that's what I think it should be. I think personally, moving forward, fair enough, this season is done, but maybe by next season you look to change this whole VAR and the way help the referees out. We're always crying about helping the referees out, and the help is there, but then give them the right training. Make it as easy. I genuinely think communicate in the point where the whole stadium can hear, like a rugby approach.
Yeah.
And then the second one is use this 3D model way of kind of seeing if players are offside, similar to, obviously for the listeners, similar to what we use for goal line technology, where the game freezes, the ball freezes, and you can see it digitally, has the ball crossed the line or not. Do you know what I mean? These are the things that could be done.
Over the threshold.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they can do the same thing for that as well, because now this has cost Liverpool, we don't know how many millions. This will only be figured out at the end of the year if they finish fourth, if they finish third, sixth. All changes, but it's millions.
3 points. If it's 3 points between like a fifth and a fourth, and that's the 3 points that if this or a
2,
point,
1, whatever,
whatever it is, right? If that's the difference, then it's. Screw your apology. Shove your apology, mate.
Your apology means nothing. Like, in a business, you don't want anything. You want results, and you want. Let's face it, football is a business, and for John W. Henry, or whatever his name is, who owns Liverpool, at the end of the day, he wants that money so that Jurgen Klopp can spend more money, so that the fans can be excited for the new guy coming in January or or end of the season. And the only way that's going to happen, finish higher in the league, win as many as you can. And you can't do that when you are hindered by poor, ridiculous, awful decisions like the ones that we saw at the weekend. Because you can't, at 10 men, Liverpool could have won that game easily, especially if they went 1-0 up. Spurs would have put all the, okay, it's an educated guess, and you can never predict 100%, but likelihood of Liverpool winning that game, extremely high. Because we've seen the way Liverpool play. When they go down, they'll defend, and then hit on the counter with their incredible 3, 4, 5 players that sent a team to
it showed.
Go forward. And it showed, and they got a well-deserved goal.
They did.
Anyway.
Anyway.
It's not my team. Meh.
No, that's true.
I'm just talking about the decisions, because obviously we don't want that to happen to our team. But yeah,
that's the main reason. Obviously, we're having the discussion. To be fair, because we're not sitting here saying, "Oh, they've done it against Liverpool and that's it. They don't do it against anyone else. They do it against other people.
They do it every week. Now we talk about VAR every week, don't we?
Exactly. When a mistake is made, now it's going to be 100 times amplified from what it initially is, and you're going to change the rules for the players or for the keepers not to waste time, for them not to waste time throwing the ball in, then I'm sorry, but you need to punish your refs. Or if you're going to do that, then you need to, because again, the player gets a red card. All right, human error, whatever. Human error, the guy's gone in, broke someone's leg, or close to, got a red card, 3-match ban, right? 5-match ban if it was violent conduct. That's his punishment, yeah? What's the ref getting as punishment? What he's not doing? He's not refereeing the main match, but he's going to be refereeing. He's there. He is there, part of it. Like, you know what I mean? If that player that got red carded played the next week when you're supposed to have a 3-match ban, and it's Salah, for example, or a Messi or whatever it is who got red carded, that is unfair because that player got red carded. Why are you bringing your best player back to help you win or to help you achieve something? No, that's punishment. He sits down. The ref sits down. Take 6 months from his wages or something, or whatever you need to do, 2 months or a month from it. Guarantee you won't do that again. You mess with someone's money.
Double check.
Exactly. That's what it is. So it needs to be either you punish the refs to the point where, again, they will have a 3-4 match ban, 5-match ban just for that mistake. Guarantee they won't do it again. Or if you're going to come out and apologize for the mistakes that you make, PGMOL, then be prepared to speak to the Premier League or FA or whatever it is. Give the points, give the goal back. 1 goal, then it's 2-2. We're not saying Liverpool should have won or they would have won 2-1. No, just give the goal back. The disallowed goal, 2-2. That's the end result. Change the scores. Point each. Done. Because that's all that was deserved. Do you know what I mean? And Postecoglou is going to walk out of there thinking, we deserve that one. You didn't. I watched the match. They didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve to win.
They just sided with football. Yeah, I watched it. Exactly. Liverpool looked more dangerous than them.
That's what I mean. And to give a team that performs like that the full 3 points because of a mistake, it's
crazy. I think just focusing on the performance as well, because it was an own goal, wasn't the second goal was an own goal.
Yes.
I know maybe Liverpool. I hope Liverpool fans are not blaming Matip, because for me, I'd blame Jota for the rash challenge that he did, and then he just went again.
Absolutely.
It was very much kind of a Martinelli moment. Do you remember when he pushed somebody when he was doing a throw, and then he went and closed them down? Was it Palace or Wolves or somebody like that? I remember you were away from home.
Palace or Wolves, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it might have been Wolves.
Don't be questioning it now.
I think it might have been Wolves. Yeah, no, that's one.
Wow. I think
somebody's going to check.
I don't know.
But and you blame the individual there. Like, you've just been yellow carded. You've just been cautioned, bro. Like, take a foot off the gas for a minute. Like, just think. There is no need to make rash challenges like that, because now they're going to target you. The crowd are going to get on you. You make it difficult for the referee, and the referee's already having an awful game. So yeah, for me, I'd blame Jota. But I think overall,
what do you think of Jota's first yellow card then?
Weak. For me, it was weak. I'll be honest with you, it was like weak.
I agree. I totally agree. I don't even think it should have been a second yellow.
It's borderline, yeah, like borderline. Like, the referee should have reflected and be like, that was a yellow card. But the next one, if he does a yellow card challenge, I'm actually going to physically warn him and be. Yeah. But then again, it becomes difficult, because if you book the yellow card where you with intent to take the player out, or the player's on a break and ready to attack your goal, and you wipe him out, you could think you did it with intent, even if you try to play the ball. So it's difficult after that.
True.
So really should never make the mistake in the first place. But, referees.
Well, I mean, when I saw that from Jota, I mean, the guy was already in front of him. He was paces in front of him.
Yeah. I think, what was his name? Ojo or Ogoje? The left back. He was a left back.
He was Udogie.
Udogie.
He was in my team not so long ago. I don't know why I took him out, by the way, because he actually played all right. He's been a decent player for Spurs. But I think with the whole Jota thing, Udogie was already gone, and Jota wasn't looking specifically at Udogie's heels, and then trips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was looking to his right, like looking for the ball, and then unfortunately he was running at the same time. And again, I'm sorry, but humans, we've got eyes at the front, not on the side. So that mistake would have happened. I'm not saying don't give the foul. Give the foul. It's not a yellow.
Give a foul and give a talking to. Yeah, just give a foul and a talking to.
I know you didn't mean it to, right? But can you just watch yourself, right? Because next one's going to be a yellow card for you. That's it. Just give him that.
Yeah, because there was a clattering together, wasn't it? He was in front of him. It kind of like cut in front of the player, and then his knee touched his heel, and then automatically he fell over.
I think it was Udogie's heel that touched the knee.
Touched the knee more than the other. Exactly. So. Yeah, okay, you give it a foul, but was it a yellow?
It's not yellow. If it's questionable, like who hit who, you can't give a yellow to the other player.
Exactly, that's it. If you doubted it, if we're not a yellow card. The yellow cards have got to be clear.
Clear and obvious. Yeah, again, that's the way I expect the refs to work, but apparently, it seems to be hard for them to...
I assume it'd be difficult as well, because being at the ground, being influenced by... And you shouldn't, by the way. I'm not saying that, you should be influenced. You shouldn't be influenced by the crowd, but that's why I suppose it's the difficult aspect of it. Like, woo, crowd shouting, booing, cheering, whatever else, whatever they do, whatever emotion they're experiencing. But the referee needs to stay impartial and be able to referee the game. Because you are an elite referee, because you are refereeing an elite game. And Liverpool Spurs is an elite match, no matter what we say about Spurs and so on.
We have
They've been on top form. Yeah,
exactly.
They've been on top form, the second in the league after that victory, which shouldn't have been a victory, but anyway, yeah, unbeaten.
There you go.
So, well done.
If Spurs win a title because of that
can you imagine? There's something to think about.
Don't want to.
Oh,
don't want to do that. But look,
they win it by 3 points.
Yeah, by 3 points or one.
Or 1 point or 2. Yeah, 1 point would be even worse.
1 or 3
point would be even worse.
The other incident, by the way, which obviously relates to your team, which will smoothly move towards now, was the.
We're not staying in North London. We're just moving straight to West.
No, I think
we're going to do there and back. We're going to take a detour.
I think we should move to West London because it was actually a decent performance from Chelsea. I watched
a very good performance compared to what we've been having. It's a very good performance.
Really enjoyed it, and
thank you, my guy. You enjoyed it. You even wearing blue. You are even wearing blue.
It's Blue Jays.
Didn't even realize.
Blue Jays. I didn't even realize. Literally, my wall's blue as well. I don't even have anything red.
The missus is making him wear blue, guys.
I've got
missus is making him wear blue.
Where's my reds at, by the way? Where's my bloods at? No,
behind you, bro.
Behind me. Yeah. I'm blocking my head. So yeah, I thought it was a good performance from Chelsea. Again, you've got players that can really make a difference. And when you introduce someone like a Breuer, who's a bit chaotic in terms of what he does, he runs, he can power through people. He's a very powerful guy. Like, you can't deny that. He is very strong.
I like him a lot.
And it's a shame what happened, obviously, where he got injured again, and hopefully it's nothing too serious because he's an Albanian at the end of the day.
He's an Albanian, that's it.
So we wanted for the team
to get to Germany. That's it. We needed to get to Germany.
I don't even care about Chelsea. Whatever, man. But sorry. The incident, the other bad incident, which I'm sure you saw yourself, was Carlos Vinicius on Thiago Silva.
Oh. Come on, bro. That's
another
that's
one.
Not even allowed in boxing. I think Thiago's come out saying that move is not even allowed in MMA. You can't punch somebody in the back of the head.
From around the back.
You can see, though, this is the thing. He's gone and hit him. Like, he's flexed his whole shoulder forward towards the player, like as if... a hook, or like as if that hammer punching kind of with a pinky, as if you're trying to hit somebody on the head, like as if you were to bang the table.
You said UFC, they do that with a hammer.
Awful. The hammer blower, whatever. I don't know the terminology on the punches. I'm sure somebody will correct me. Hammer fist? I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. But yeah, he did that. And I'm thinking, the referee's like, no, you can't do that. Like, I don't understand how was that VAR did not intervene there. Who runs and then does that with one arm? To me, it was baffling. To me, it was a shocking decision. Again, I felt like the referee, because they were losing 2-0, didn't want to spoil the game. But the game needs to be spoiled because Vinicius spoiled the game. You're simply there to punish the mistake that he has made. And hopefully he learns for next time that you can't go around punching people in the back of the head.
It wasn't even a punch, though. It was a forearm blow, wasn't it? It was like a forearm blow.
Whatever the hell. You know
they're doing wrestling. It's like a fake punch and they go with the forearm, but it looks like the punch sort of thing. That's what he's done, but for real.
It was just dirty because he meant to do that as well. He got angry, I think, because obviously whether he wasn't playing or whether he got on and they were losing 2-0 and Thiago had him fairly kind of in the pocket, but then he snuck out a couple of times for a couple of headers. But I don't know whether there's maybe something with Brazil. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
a toilet break, mental toilet.
Whether it's a Brazilian thing, I don't know. If anything got said, you know what I mean. But that wasn't allowed. That was dirty. That was not allowed. For me, I think I'm more angry because he was against my team. But I'm sure, like, as a fan for Arsenal, you're probably looking at it thinking, like, it was a dirty challenge. But I'm not really that emotionally invested. For me, I was thinking, I was fuming. I was like, how is he still on the pitch?
No, but, I mean, obviously, look, I
couldn't believe it.
Even opposition fans, we watch football, with just watching football. And when we see something like that, you're always going to react like, oh, shit. Doesn't matter if it's the most hated team, even if that happened to Man United. Bad example, I know, because...
what a lad. Listen to him.
But, if that happened, like that, for example, with Man United, then we wouldn't be having this sort of conversation. I don't know. It's just.
I hear what you're saying. No, exactly. But again, it links well to bad decisions, though. Like, one of them gets not get it offside. The other one links into now. How is that? This is not a red card. It was. I think, what was it?
Even
did Jones get a red card?
At the very least,
did Curtis Jones got a red card for like the challenge? And you've seen that happen. That happened to my team the week before. Happened to Gusto and the right back. He kind of won that challenge against. Was it Villa that we played? We got beat 1-0. Yeah, it was Villa. Yeah, was it Villa? Yeah. I think it happened to Luca Dean. Him and Gusto and Luca Dean kind of like had a little 50-50 challenge. He nipped the ball and then kind of went over and took the player out. Same happened to Jones and it's a red card. Okay, consistency, credit to there. But then how are you allowing the violent conduct on the other one? Because you can't. You might be like, I didn't hurt him. You don't know that. It looks like as if he's swung for it. Like if he didn't hurt him, he didn't hurt him. We're not talking about a red card is whether it is painful or not. A red card is a violent conduct. But he should have left. He should have not finished 90 minutes. He should have.
There was another incident, which again you just watched that when we come off the pod. For Matt Turner, obviously I think he plays for Forest now, doesn't he? Yeah. He went on. I think he was a Sheffield player or a Burnley player, Johan Wissa.
Mm-hmm.
Johan Wissa. He went in again just from the stills that I watched here, and when it's slow motion, right, it just looks like he's about to literally break the guy's knees. So when you get a chance, watch that. And again, another bad decision that wasn't punished. Oh, it's a keeper who did it, right? Okay, well, he doesn't have to he can't break what's going on?
Still dangerous. You can't allow that. It's just awful. Awful.
Look, we've had a discussion of referees, so let's just move it on to Chelsea. Obviously, a win for you guys, a commanding win, a great performance from the team. And Mudryk scored.
Mudryk scored. It was a derby. It was a derby, and it was a team against Fulham where we really couldn't perform last year. But I think the biggest difference this time was the formation, the tactics that he played Enzo deeper, because Enzo and Caicedo kind of ran the show a little bit in that midfield. And the reason I felt they ran the show, they had confidence in their teammates. Because normally previous games I've been saying, like, just pass the ball to the players. Don't avoid them or go past them because they've got a defender next to them within a yard or two. Just pass it to the leg that the defender's not on that side. I.e., if he's the defender's closing you in from your left, give it to my right foot. So then that way I'm protecting the ball with my body. And it looked like that yesterday. They had a lot of confidence in each other. It was very much pass the ball. Again, I'm going to say this, but only for you guys who haven't watched the game to kind of know what I'm talking about. By no means am I making a comparison. But it was like Barcelona when they passed the ball to Sergio Busquets, where he had a player or two around him. He still got the ball because they trusted him that he's going to get rid of it first time before the defender could react. And that's what Enzo did yesterday. That's what Caicedo did yesterday. That's Conor Gallagher was fantastic. I think he got man of the match. He was up and down. Conor Gallagher was amazing yesterday. He was very much like Odegaard trying to be the catalyst for that press. I don't know if you saw, did you watch the game first?
I watched the first half, and then after you went 2-0 up, I was like, nah. They won
it's not worth it.
No, they won it because, again, the Fulham weren't showing anything, so I just left it.
No, second half, Fulham came out, and obviously it's expected, and Mudryk got injured and so on, but we'll touch into that. But yeah, the three midfield lads did really well. Gallagher had more of like a 10 role, kind of like with formation was a 4-2-3-1. Mudryk was fantastic. Mudryk was really good. Fantastic is a strong word, but he was good comparison to what he has been in the past. And I think he listened to the pod because his movement was different. Do you remember when I said a fake run one way and then run the other side because you can use the pace? That was literally his goal. Everybody thought, even the defender, Diop, I think it is, thought that he was going to go down the line and get the ball down the wing. And then what he did was then a quick step and a burst of acceleration to get in the box. An amazing ball by, what's his name? Levi Colwill. Fantastic cross. He was fantastic all game. Very good. Yeah, very, very good. And then a great finish back because he needs that. Mudryk needed that. You saw what it meant to him. You saw what it meant to the team.
It was a confident finish, and that's
what we need. That's it. Weaker foot, confident finish through the keeper's legs. Didn't panic in front of goal because normally he does. And I know we joke on the group chat about Havertz being calm, but you literally can be calm. I don't know if you saw Cole Palmer when he got the ball. He was so calm on the ball every time. He had players around him. He was calm as hell.
He was going to be my personal player of the match from what I watched.
He was fantastic. He was brilliant.
Cole Palmer, you can tell the difference that he makes to that team because honestly, like you said, so calm on the ball, so secure and so confident with it as well. And he's young. And I don't know how Chelsea managed to get him from City, I'll be honest, but he is one to watch because he is very, very good. Very good player.
He was fantastic.
Him and Colwill, obviously Enzo and stuff like that, he's always been good for Chelsea, whether the team's been good or not. He's always been good for you. But Colwill and Palmer for me were really, really good. And obviously Gallagher, which I've always talked shit about Gallagher, but
you have talked shit about Gallagher.
I want to be proven wrong with these players, I want to be
absolutely, and so do I. But the thing with Gallagher is, going back to what I mentioned on the last spot, was you need those players there who know what it means to be Chelsea, like proper Chelsea. We used to use this phrase for Mason Mount. Conor Gallagher is a Chelsea fan. You need these players who support your team, but he was fantastic. He was versatile. He played at 10. He played on the wing later on. The game tended to go towards Fulham's more second half. We didn't have we hit the post the second half. Ian Matson came on, but he didn't kind of instill that fear in the defence the same way as Mudryk did with his pace and with his kind of cutting in the middle and leaving the wings for Levi Colwill. But again, tactically, that changed. In the past, Mudryk would have been isolated on the left-hand side, no support whatsoever, doubled up, and all of a sudden then he looks like an average player because the only thing he can do is pass the ball backwards or lose it trying to make a run or trying to do trickery.
It feels like with Mudryk, when he plays, it feels like defenders, because obviously he hasn't had a great, sort of start to life at Chelsea. Defenders, it feels like they're underestimating him now. It's like, it's only Mudryk.
Well, that's it.
I know, but pace kills. So
yeah, well, pace kills, and he's very good at shooting. Like, obviously, I've seen the goals he's scoring in training. He can hit a ball. He can hit top bins every time. But it's the confidence in front of 40,000, 60,000, playing against the opposition who are there going to wipe you the first challenge, then give you loads of time on the ball the second one. So you're doubting yourself. And that's confidence to be like, if you're going to wipe me, I'm going to get up. If you're going to give me a challenge, I'm going to run at you. And that's what he did yesterday. Okay, he lost the ball once or twice in the first half when he tried to do the whatever it's called, the Rabana, the rainbow flick or something on the play, and then he lost it then. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, you can see me as I'm doing it with my hand. It goes out to the wide and then come back in. And then
half arc, yes, absolutely.
That's it, yeah. So
that's what it's called. The official name, by the way, half arc.
Half arc, is that it? Yeah,
he half arced, bro.
Half arc. Well, he looked like a flipping half arc when he lost the ball, but he was good. He was good. The whole team was good. And Broya, by the way, can I just touch on Broya quickly
before you get into Broya? Real quick on Mudryk, then. Wouldn't it make more sense if he's left-footed? Wouldn't it make more sense to put him on the right wing?
He's not left-footed, bro. He's both-footed.
I don't know, because I was watching it yesterday and the commentator was like, "Oh, that's his weaker foot," when he was shooting from the right, and I was like, "Well, why in that case? Why put him on the left wing if he's right-footed?"
No, the commentators know what they're talking about. Listen to Ricky from
Ricky,
Tash Mike guys, yeah.
Exclusive.
An encyclopedia here. So, but what I was saying is, very quickly on the whole thing of Mudryk with left foot or right foot. No, he's both. Like, again, I'm just going off some of the clips I watch in training, watching on the games. He's able to confidently use both feet. He can dribble. I think he prefers his right, because most of the time as he's trying to, that's why he always try to cut into the right hand side, so cut inside from the left wing. But no, he's both, because he scored the goal with his left, he's crossed with his left, shot with his left. There was a ball that he put in the middle of the park, and nobody was there to attack. And I think Armando Broja went, give it height, but bro, attack the near post. If I'm coming there, get in front of your defender. I know you're telling me attacks, but I did everything right. You need to be there. And it goes back to that thing we said ages ago on the pod, was where we said if De Bruyne makes these great passes, but they can't finish them, then it's not an assist, and nobody talks about how amazing De Bruyne is. It's only when the stats are there and you talk about another assist. But Broja, he missed that sitter that he created himself at the beginning of I was like, how is that not gone in?
I think his knee ligament just went. It was like,
his knee ligament was like, hold on, I'm new. I'm carbon fiber. I ain't real.
Please stop this. No, not now.
But, that's it. He got no knees.
But I got knees.
I got knees. But no, he was good. What I enjoyed from Broja was, like you mentioned earlier, his power, explosive. He's really quick as well. I've touched on previous episodes where Raheem Sterling has said Broja is fast, he is quick. But my most impressive thing is his first touch, his incredible first touch. Touches around and in and around the box to turn players. There was a moment where he turned the defender, Diop, I think, again, not sure on his name, and he blocked him off in the second half, and the referee was like, play on. I was like, ref, he just took it past him, completely eliminated that defender, ready to run. All the defender could do was just block his way. And it wasn't kind of like, I'm running towards the ball, block your way. It's kind of like, I'm looking at you where you're going to go with my peripheral vision, and I want to make sure I block your way. Yeah. And again, should have been a free kick, but you know what I mean? Overall, the things that changed, formation, confidence in each other, and they were playing Raheem Sterling. Everything was quicker with no Raheem Sterling. Raheem came on, slowed the game right down, making little 2-yard passes. I was like, what are you doing? But 2-yard passes when a player then had nowhere else to go. Before Raheem came on, the ball would go to Enzo. Enzo would hit it to Colwill or Cucurella, who had a fantastic game, I thought, as well. Played really well on the weaker side. Just with Raheem, it was just quiet. It was just slow. It was lethargic. He was like, here's a 3-yard pass. Let's not lose the ball. Here's another one. And I was just thinking, just get this guy off, man. He doesn't deserve to play. If the same 11 is fit for next game, same 11 need to start again. Same 11. Because I think even Jackson, he doesn't, for what? There's no need for Jackson. If Broy is, okay, he scored. It was a very lucky goal, but it doesn't matter.
He scored. It doesn't matter. He was there at the right time. So
that's it. And Broy is better with his first touch. Jackson is more for being running with the ball, and he can be quite explosive. But Broy is explosive as well. He just needs some games. But I don't think he's fit. I think there's another one injured. Chilwell injured. The list goes on again. We're back to what it was like last year for Graham Potter. We're all feeling sorry for Potter. So that's why I put on the group chat in January transfer window. We need a doctor, a physio, and a strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah,
because we are absolute. There's rumours that our players are getting rehabilitated from the US via Zoom.
Oh, what?
And if that is the case, that is embarrassing. I don't think it's real. I really hope it's not true.
That is.
Hopefully it's banter because how many players we've got injured. I hope it's banter.
That is ridiculous, man.
That can't be. I just had to mention in case you heard it as well, but you haven't.
Wow.
So let's hope it's all.
I genuinely hope that's a joke because, you know, what professional team should be coached like that? Not even an amateur team should be coached like that. How do you even coach a team like that? That should be the real question. But no, I hope that's not the case, by the way. I really do. But yeah, talking about Sterling, there was an interesting stat that popped up. I don't know, you probably saw it as well. The most touches, the only player in the league with the most touches in the opposition box. Sterling is top of that ranking.
That guy. Yeah.
So again, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, because when you look at the goals not scored and then the opposition touch and then the touches in the opposition box, it's like, okay, so what are you doing with it then? Where is this ball going? Like, you know, where is the final destination of this ball? You're getting it, you're in there, you're doing the hard work, you're right in the thick of it. But what? So
exactly, it just raises more questions.
That's it. That's the only reason I brought it up is because I agree with you. He does slow the game down because whether it's his thoughts of like, oh well, I'm the elder statesman or whatever he wants to call himself in that team, you know, the most mature, whatever it is, you know, he does do that because maybe he sees the game in a different space. You know, maybe Sterling's time is gone. Maybe Sterling's time ended when he joined after his first 2 seasons at City. And then he went after that. Like, I don't know. I mean, his speed, that's all he's got. But then what? He's going to just get pushed around. And like he always does. In every match that we watch, Sterling's always getting pushed around. So
I agree.
I don't think he's the best. He's the best guy to bring on. And as much as I said it before, you know, he has been a good player for you, or, you know, relative to the team now, by the way. I don't mean overall, because he would definitely not make Chelsea's 21st century team of the season.
Not even close. Yeah. Not even
team of the century or something like that. So
not even close.
So I think you know, with Breuer coming back, hopefully he's not injured too badly, because again, you know, internationals are next week as well. So that would have been nice to see him in an Albanian club.
Yeah. The thing with Breuer as well, he stays at the top. I don't know if when you watch the game, he was kind of like always playing off the last defender, so there was always an option.
He's an old school striker. That's what he is.
That's it, and that's what we need a striker for. We didn't need a false nine. Sometimes Jackson was doing that, dropping for the ball. Maybe tactically, maybe Poch was that was the advice.
False nine.
Maybe he's asking Jackson to do that, but we don't have the players, or we're not there yet. And then again, when you have a victory like this, you think to yourself, that's how you can play. And there were moments we should have had even more goals. We should have been we should have won the game 3-4-0, because the chances that we were creating, or we're getting into a decent position, then it was just that last final decision again. You think to yourself, oh, for fuck's sake, not again. Like, come on, somebody get on the end of that. Or come on, just pass it here. Or come on, what you thinking? Get a better decision making. You know, like you're just asking, you keep questioning the TV, because that's where I watched it. What are you doing? Like, come on. But yeah, now overall for me, I'm happy with the result, happy with the debut. And to be honest with you, I'm really happy that Mudryk scored. I think he deserved it. It's the slack that he's been getting, the stick that he's been getting. It's never easy on a young lad. What is he, 22-year-old?
Yeah.
The price tag is heavy on him, which he doesn't set. You know, Wayward the Gullible wants to pay 80 million.
He has to wear it though. So
you know, he has to wear it. That's it. Like, so does he. So does Caicedo. So does who else? Enzo.
Yeah.
All of them. You know, like anybody who comes in for a high price. That's it.
All of them need to do it. It's. I think with Chelsea's performance yesterday, obviously nothing really can be gauged until
it's too early. We need to get into it. We need to go in a run. We need to go into a run and win a couple of games, and then actually start challenging for like a European position. I'm not even saying top 4 yet, because that seems like a million miles away. But it seems a million miles away because there's a lot of players off and a lot of players injured, and it's the way to go. And we might have to start playing our under 23s, which we kind of are, apart from Thiago Silva in the squad.
Yeah, I think that's the average.
The average age,
he brings it up to like 28.
He brings it up. I think he brings it up. That's the only thing, because the rest of them are literally very young, 23-year-olds. And I'm excited for the future, but I want to have some glory moments now. I want to be able to chat shit in the group chat. I want to be able to show off. I want to be able, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is,
it's my time, all right? It's the Gunners' time. Come on,
I know, bro.
You're listening to you want to.
I know, but like I still want to do it. Because in our group chat for the listeners, we've got Liverpool fans, Arsenal, Chelsea,
We're just missing a Man United fan.
Missing Man United fans. If you're out there, you're looking for a friend,
we need a Tottenham fan in
apply
there.
within.
Please, we have to be a Man United or a Tottenham fan, and you have to be able to.
That is the description of a group chat friend.
Abuse taker, Man United fan,
and giver. We can take it and give it. By the way,
I mean, yeah, well, Man United
as a Man United, you're not really doing that well. So join me. We'll make a farm group and we'll cry.
Yeah,
get our own group going.
I knew obviously from yesterday's win, I knew that how this pod was going to go. To be honest, how this episode was going to go, because it's been a while. It genuinely has been a while for you and the rest of the Chelsea fans to celebrate a win from a good performance. We're not talking about
a clean sheet, W, and a clean sheet.
There you go. So good news for Sanchez. Again, I rate him as a goalkeeper.
I like him. Yeah, he's decent. He's not very good with his feet, but he's good. I think he'll get better with his feet.
But again,
sometimes use over. Not even a Kepa, but he's trying to play more. So I think Poch is trying to use the goalkeeper a lot more as, like the 11th man that he is. Pass the ball around. Everybody's doing it. Thanks to Guardiola now, everybody wants a goalkeeper with their feet. If you're good with your feet first, shot stopping and saving goals is second. And you think to yourself, what is going on in the world? But there were times he was overhitting and you think to yourself, why? But I think Cole Palmer, honestly, just to wrap it up, Cole Palmer, quality, brilliant, excited to see what he can do for club and country.
Very good.
Mudryk, hopefully he continues to go and continues to grow in confidence, because I think he's just missing confidence. If he can play with confidence, where everything just comes second nature because you don't doubt things and everything goes for you, he'll be dangerous. He'll be very dangerous in the Prem, and he'll be good for us. Caicedo, Enzo need to play together in that middle of the park. They had a fantastic partnership. They great understanding. I could see them sometimes like in the little vamoses and vamos that they were saying to each other in Spanish every time a ball or a challenge happened. But no, it was good. It was good to see. And Levi Colwill, he does not get sold under any circumstances. He stays at the club. He is the future captain.
Your owner is Todd Bowley,
Well, Todd Bowley will probably look to buy 4 average players and look to sell Levi Colwill for like 80 million to balance the books. And I'd hate it. Obviously, I can't not support my team, but I would look to start industrial action to get Todd Bowley out. I'm serious.
A class action lawsuit against Todd Bowley.
Honestly, I hate him. I hate it if he sells players who are quality just to balance the books. It doesn't make sense to me. We needed a left back, and he went and sold Lewis Hall. When the previous season, he was arguably one of the best players. We played against City. He was fantastic. You're like, why not keeping him for another season under Poch? If a Poch can do amazing things with young players, why is Lewis Hall being sold? He's quality.
I agree. I think, I'll be honest with you, even if like a Mason Mount stayed under Pochettino, I think he would have done really well.
I think Mason Mount would have done what he managed to do with Dele Alli. Difficult to predict, obviously, and it can't speak, but what he did with Dele Alli that season where they finished second and Dele Alli was scoring goals and assists.
That one season ever that Dele Alli is
they finished second. Yeah, but that's the only season he's held, because after that, I think his attitude stank, and people are saying his attitude, but he's come out saying, mental health and experiences. We don't know, but still, he's always going to be judged. You had a wonderful season. You got to bump a contract and then, start acting like big bollocks.
I don't think Jose Mourinho would have got rid of someone because of mental health.
No, definitely
Mourinho
not.
Came out and said, mate, you need to put your shit together in training. I haven't seen you do that. You're not playing. So again, players can come out with mental health. Richarlison, for example, he was talking about mental health, came back, scored a goal. Then what did he do after that? He didn't do shit. Again over the weekend.
Klopp.
No, exactly. Yeah, over the weekend. Again, come on, Richarlison, bro. Can you win something first before you start talking shit to Klopp? He's a
multi-trophy winner.
Trophy winner. Come on, man. And again, you doesn't matter.
Champions League winner, Club World Cup winner.
You've got an Aussie guy who's proved himself once in Europe, and you're talking all this shit. So come on now. But overall, yeah, I think the Chelsea match. I'm not sitting here saying that they're going to be scary to play against or anything, but if they put a string of performances like this by the time we play you guys, which is in after the international break?
I think so. I think we've got you the game after the international break. So it's week 2. Let me quickly double check.
Week 2 after the international break. Yeah, that sounds about right, to be fair, because we got City this weekend, international break, and I'm sure we play you afterwards. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. I think it's October, so international breaks under the 8th. 21st, Liverpool have 10. It's Saturday the 21st, 5:30.
Yeah.
Chelsea, so you come to the bridge.
Yeah. So,
wow, what games that week? Liverpool.
We'll get to it on a different pod. So please stay tuned, subscribe and like, and follow and all that stuff, and we'll have those discussions. But yeah, so we. If they put a couple of matches together, but that's literally all it is one match between now and the time we play you. So And with an international break in between, whether
that's a tricky bit for us. That will work against us rather than for us, because all the players will go. No, I hear what you're saying, but majority of the players are going to go.
But think about it this way, right? Obviously, Arsenal, we've got Champions League now, so we're in Europe now. Then we've got City, and then our players go on international break. Then they come back, and then we play Chelsea. So in a way, it could be an interesting matchup, because for that 2 weeks, yes, you're going to have players. Some players are away, by the way, because let's just face it, you're not going to have all your players away. Like, you're probably going to have 3-4 players away.
With
international duty. So the rest of the team will obviously stay and train. So that could work in your favour, but at the same time, it probably couldn't, because, match fitness, and 2 weeks have passed since the last Premier League match, and players, obviously, they haven't returned back from international duty yet.
Or returning fit, because you never know what's going to happen away as well. Being away, that's why you need keeping players fit.
Exactly. Probably could be fit this weekend, but obviously international break, gets injured. That's the end of it.
I don't even think he's probably going to go to international break. Probably he's injured. So I know, in a way, though, it could be good for Chelsea, but not good for Albania, because he is quality.
Yes, I agree. And this is what I mean. So it should be a very interesting matchup, and I look forward to watching that Chelsea-Arsenal match, because I don't know. I mean, that's obviously, I'd love for my team to win every single game, as we've said, right? But I want an interesting football match.
Of course, you want an interesting match that you win as well. Yeah.
Hands on head, mouth open, like, oh my God.
Could go either way, and that's it. Yeah, could go either way, but then you just want it to go your way. It feels even sweeter then.
Because even if the opposition have a good attack, if they miss, I'll always go like, ooh. But that's not to say, I can't believe they didn't score. It's like, damn, that was really close.
Yeah, that was really close.
That's the edge of the seat, and then it's a merited win. It's a deserved win at the end. Anyway, look. Do you have anything else you want to add on Chelsea?
I've got nothing else. I'm going to hop on the tube and make my way to North London, bro.
Let's do it. That's the tube noises. But anyway, we're there now.
I don't know why I've got Men in Black in my head there.
Finsbury Station. No, is it Finchley? I don't even know. Finsbury, whatever it is. Who cares? I'm not even an Arsenal supporter.
Just does it for the content.
I just like the red and white. You know what I mean? Hey! All right.
You support Spurs.
Oh, God. I'm going to put my head through that screen right now. Give me 1 second, listeners.
No, because then you'll appear on this screen.
There you go. I just did a little thing for you. But no, moving on to Arsenal. I'll be honest.
Yeah, go on. How are you feeling?
I don't really want to spend that much time on it.
I'm not going to spend much time because you won 4-0. But the question that I have is, should Saka have played for as long as he did?
No.
Because that seems to be the question that everybody's asking. What was it? 87th game on the bounce?
Yes.
87th game records on the bounce.
Yeah, he's broken records with
I don't even know if he's starting tonight, is he? But first, before we get into tonight, come on, talk to me.
We're going to go... Yeah.
Should he have played?
I don't think...
No, should he have played? Should he have played for as long as he did? Sorry.
For me, Saka so he scores, and then obviously penalties and stuff like that. So Saka got taken off 76th minute. Now, before that, I think we were 3-0 up. So yeah, we were 3-0 up by the time first half started. That's when, for me, Saka should come off.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. First half, come off.
Put Reece Nelson in if you need to, or put Emile Smith-Rowe on that, because that's obviously who ended up coming in. Emile Smith-Rowe for Saka, or Vieira. Sorry, it was Vieira who came on. Put him on. It's 3-0. Put him on. Do you know what I mean? Like, Vieira's not the type of player where you think, oh my God, like a Mustafi or a Kolasinac. Oh my God, who are they putting on? And goals are going to come from nowhere now. So these are trusted players because there's a reason why he's kept them or he's bought them. They are trusted. And for me, Saka should have been taken off after that third goal. After the ball was handed over to Havertz for the penalty, just take him off. You don't need him on. He'll have a nice break. He's definitely going to play today. I guarantee it. Even though I don't want to.
Does he need to play though today?
I don't know if he needs to, but then again, it is European football, and I personally, I would put Saka on this game.
And risk him getting injured ready for the weekend.
But that's the other thing as well, isn't it? So this is what I mean. Like, again, don't wait till the 80th minute to take him off. 60th minute, he's played an hour, brilliant. He contributed, whatever, nice one. Move him on. Give him a bit of break today, or start him off in the second half, or something like along those lines. But again, for me, Saka is the player that they literally need to wrap in cotton wool, because we can't afford to lose a player like that. I'm not saying we're going to turn shit if we miss him. But why risk it? Why try our luck? Oh, we don't have Saka. Oh, let's try it. Let's see what happens. No, we're here to win. Like, Saka is fit. You play him. If he's played 86 games on the bounce, you rest him. It's Bournemouth. Yeah. I know it's away, but it was 3-0 at halftime. Just get rid of him.
But that's it, to be fair as well. 3-0 at halftime. You got to make the decision of play welfare. Like, I know everybody's going to talk about Arteta knows him best, and Arteta knows what's best for the team. In Arteta we trust, and that's fantastic. But if he gets injured, who plays on the right hand side? Because a lot of questions are asking now as well. Like, I was talking to a lot at work about this, and he was like, "Yeah, but then who plays?" And I was like, "Well, whoever's going to play there when he gets injured."
Yeah.
If the question is who plays for 45 minutes, whoever plays there after the next 7-8 games, but if he gets injured with a pulled hamstring or ruptured hamstring because of exhaustion, burnout, whatever else he may be feeling. I'm sure hamstrings don't get ruptured because you're burnout and you're tired. But what I'm saying is I'm just listing different injuries there to see this is what could actually happen to the player. Then who do you play?
Yeah, no, but again, that's
a question to you as well, by the way.
The question, I mean, but the answer to that really is, I mean, who can play there? You've got Reece Nelson, you've got Emile Smith-Rowe, you've got Fabio Vieira. You can even put a Jesus on the right if Nketiah's playing up top, no Martinelli, and then you put Havertz on the left. Even that could work, you know what I mean? Just to give that guy a rest. And the players that I've mentioned, they're not shit players. They are above average at the very least.
Internationals.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So above average at the very least, so they know what's expected of them. It's not like, oh, Saka's not playing. Oh, shit. Do I pass the ball to him? To Vieira, who plays on the right, or ESR? Well, yeah, you do that because it's part of your tactics. You know what I mean? If the player wasn't trusted,
I've just got that. Emile Smith-Rowe.
Sorry, yeah.
My guy, ESR.
We are saying his name. It's too long. So if you know, they could play there, and like I said, they are part of the squad because they are trusted to play in those positions if the worst case happens. But obviously, for me as an Arsenal fan, because we don't see that very often where Saka comes off, that's why we question it more. It's like, ooh. Well, he hasn't taken Saka off, but he's put Vieira on the left, or he's put Vieira centre, he's put Emile Smith-Rowe in the centre, or further left, or up top, or false nine. So again, no one's talking about the right wing position.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's all we have. Reece Nelson can play there, all that stuff. But you know, you can't.
To be fair, a great replacement would be Jesus. Jesus has played on the right wing when Mahrez doesn't play there. He played on the right before, and that's what I meant by being an international player. By the way, I didn't mean like a ESR. If I am worthy of saying ESR,
how dare you?
He's not exactly. But what I mean is, Jesus could play there and do a job there. So no, that's it. But no, for you guys, it was a comfortable win, wasn't it? 4-0. The big challenge obviously is going to come this weekend.
Yes,
wasn't really much to talk about apart from Havertz getting a penalty. When I saw Havertz scored, I was like, did he? And then I saw it was a penalty. I was like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
I've wrote here on my notes, right? So a couple of notes I'm going to just rattle through because nothing, again, we've just discussed pretty much the majority of it. For me, the surprise at the beginning was Saliba, Saka and Rice starting because they were doubtful. And even on the last pod that we did together in the last episode, we mentioned they are doubtful because obviously Rice got taken off. Saliba obviously was a bit of a niggle at the end of the match, maybe back, maybe a hamstring, but they all started. And now that makes me question, is Arteta lying to us when he's doing a press conference? Oh, no, very bad. Knee and this and that and whatnot. It's like, but then the match starts, they're there. All right, I get it. I love it. I love the fact that, you know, he wants to do a bit of shithousery, and it worked. Whether it worked in this match or not specifically, I don't know because, you know, it's Bournemouth, for God's sake. No offense.
None taken. But realistically speaking, the season you had last year and the way you're playing, like, there is no disrespect towards Bournemouth, but you expect Arsenal to go there and do the job, and they did 4-0. But no, was I going to say very quickly on? I think could it be tactically he's doing that? So like the opposition manager thinks, okay, guys, let's prepare for no Saka, let's prepare for no Rice, let's prepare for no Saliba, and then all of a sudden, with an hour and a half to go, then there's 2 hours, an hour and a half to go, then those names appear on the team sheet, and they're like, hold on a minute, actually Saka is playing, right? This is actually what we need to do. Go back to Plan B, but really, if they spend all their time training for Plan A,
sort of thing, yeah.
And with that being said, I'm really disappointed because my FPL could have looked amazing this week. I took Isak off and he played. I took Saka off and he played and scored. Isak played and scored. I think I still did okay because Ollie Watkins got me I think I got the highest second week on the bounce, got the highest points.
Highest points, yeah, because of Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins did bits for me because Estupido decided to score.
Yeah,
I got to get rid of him as well.
I'm going to get rid of him. I'm sorry, mate, but you are not good enough anymore to be in my FPL team. I am.
But it just annoyed me the fact that I looked at it the day before and I was like, I'm going to do something for FPL here very quickly on FPL, and I was like, I'm actually going to sit down and look at my team. 50% chance of Saka playing, 50%. I was like, what? Check the morning up, 75. I was like, oh, definitely to increase. Let's get him off. And then he played. I was like, what? What's he doing?
I think I took Saliba off because it was like 70% of not playing or something along those lines.
Whichever way, yeah, you know what I mean. Whichever way, playing or not playing.
Whoever I took off, those are the guys that got the points, basically.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. So let me just got more points because I'm 2 weeks behind everyone because while I was away on holiday, I couldn't connect and couldn't work. So I'm literally at bottom of the league. I think I'm like 40 points. I'm slowly catching up.
You got like 140
points. Great.
I think you got like 140 points in the last 2 weeks, mate. So
yeah, no, it's not too bad.
Well.
I'm not complaining, but obviously, long may it continue.
Absolutely. So hear me out on this, right? Let me rattle this off real quick for you. So on my bench, I had Saliba, Neto, and Udogie. Yeah. Now, so Saliba got 6, Neto got 4, Udogie got 1. And starting for me, I had Robertson who got 0, and I had Estupinian who had -2. So already my defense was just shot.
Not a great start.
And then I took Luis Diaz off, by the way. Literally, just before the match started, I took Luis Diaz off, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put Jota on because he's a good player, Jota. -2 points because he got a red card. And I had Ollie Watkins, by the way, but I took him off for João Pedro. So, you know.
So what you're talking about the group chat about João Pedro? Because I was like, I could see João Pedro, but I didn't know. I didn't read all the chats. Anyway.
João Pedro.
Anyway. Back to
I want to. So that was my sort of main point, really. Saliba, Saka, and Rice starting, which was, it was great to see. Raya in goal. I'm not really surprised. And again, I don't think I'm going to. There's no point mentioning that anymore because we've already had that discussion. We've already sort of gone through different options of what could happen. But, happy days. He did. He was good. We scored 4 goals. He kept a clean sheet. I can't ask for any more than that. And I think he had more touches than 9 or 10 outfield players of Bournemouth. Raya. So that's how much involved he was. Maybe could have been just us being comfortable and just passing it round and just just sort of moving it rather than with precision. Because it's 3-0, who gives a shit? But so that for one, and obviously Havertz scoring was my favourite part of the day because it was.
Havertz scoring my favourite part of the day, he says.
No, genuinely.
Did it feel like a Mudryk moment for me?
I was so happy. Yeah, honestly, I was so happy because I was watching with Dad and we were both like, oh shit, Havertz has got the ball. Why is this happening? But then he put it away and we were just happy. Like both me and my dad were high-fived, like, yeah, get in, as if he was our child or some shit. You know what I mean? It was like part of the family. But that's what football does, by the way. Folks who are new to football, this is what football does, all right? It makes or breaks families, all right? That's what it does. And
I don't know how families do, by the way. We say, I'm Arsenal and my partner's Tottenham. You think, wait, how can you be that within the same roof? Like, how are you being Arsenal or Tottenham or Liverpool or Man U?
2 Arsenal, 2 Chelsea's in this household, mate. So, it's luckily
it doesn't look too bad if it's Chelsea, but if we were competing like first, second, third like you guys, then obviously it becomes a bit...
It's a problem, yeah. It's
a bit more of a...
I mean, this is only temporary. It's not like Chelsea are going to get relegated, and I say that.
I like it when you say it, Paul. I like it when you say it.
I know you do. That's why I say it. That's Chelsea fans, here with your main DJ Larry and the former Arsenal fan now. But and literally, Rick, last 2 things on Arsenal. There was 3 things. Atmosphere was brilliant. Like the singing there, I've never heard away fans sound like home fans. It was incredible, the songs that they were coming out with, and. The other thing was Smith Rowe. He got a great chance when he came on. Keeper got fingers to it. 90th minute, very close, and again it would have been the extra cherry on top. But following that, there was pictures of Emile Smith Rowe, sort of crying with his head down, like, oh God, upset. And people in the what was I think it was Rising Stars. It's a page on Facebook, on Instagram, sorry. And they were saying, "Oh, ESR, should he feel like this and all this?" And I was like, "What? Because of the miss, bro? You did well. Like you stepped up. You almost scored a goal. Keep your head up, bro. Like next match, you're gonna be there. You're gonna score." And this is what I'm saying. Like sometimes when you look at Arsenal players or even just modern footballers, they're a bit too sensitive. Do you know what I mean? There's always too much crying, like a Richarlison crying all the time, Emile Smith Rowe crying now. Ronaldo used to cry. It's like what is happening? Why are you crying? It's literally...
So Ronaldo used to cry, so Emile Smith Rowe, because he's crying, he's expected to be at Ronaldo's level? No comparison between the two.
I'm saying, players a bit on the sensitive side, you know what I mean? They just start crying. And I remember football back in the late 90s, early 2000s, no one cried. People used to go in, like the only person I saw cry was Eduardo, remember, for Arsenal, because his leg got snapped by Shawcross. You know what I mean? That's the only time I've seen a grown man cry properly, because his leg was broken and you could see the bone poking through. So And then Ben White scores another Odegaard assist. I mean, that guy is he's
doing amazing for you.
Beautiful player.
He's doing really well for you
as well, didn't I?
You said appearance and game wise.
This time I mean game wise. I've already said appearance, so I'm not going to get into that anymore. We'll talk about that later. But so yeah, I think for me and Arsenal, it was a great performance, great win. I'm happy with it. Obviously, it would have been better if Liverpool-Tottenham was 1-1. We could have been second, but there you go. We're there now. Tottenham, us, and Liverpool, like a point separating us, and goal difference is exactly the same, which is incredible. But yeah, look, I don't have anything else about Arsenal. And do you have any more questions for me on Arsenal?
No, I've got nothing else for you on Arsenal. I'm just I asked you regarding now. I was just hoping to see while we're doing this, because we're doing this obviously Tuesday night before the Champions League game starts. I was hoping to see if the team news is coming out so that I can ask your opinion.
In about 10 minutes, I think.
Is that what they say in about 10 minutes? Yeah. All right, okay. So yeah, in that case then, it's got nothing for you, Mammy. Just
I'll tell you what, we'll go through some of the predictions that we had.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, look at that.
Man United losing again?
I'll just say, I'm going to start it off with Fulham-Chelsea, and Larry's prediction was 2-0 to Chelsea. So, done. Trust your boy. And you said 2-1, so you said you're going to concede, you bastard. You know what I mean? Chelsea.
Support your team, you
supporting wankers, you know what I mean? But anyways, Aston Villa-Brighton,
I don't think either of us had 6-1, did we?
I don't even think my pen could have wrote out that number. It was wow. I watched that full match, by the way. That was first match on Saturday, wasn't it? Watched the full of that.
I wanted to touch quickly on that, but they kind of put the pressure on them so well. They kind of really pressured Brighton into it. That middle of the park that Brighton nullified it, come into the middle and just go left and go right. Yeah, that was nullified. It just didn't exist for Brighton. That option wasn't there anymore. And then they were clinical. They were scoring good goals, and well done, Unai.
Yeah, Unai
and Watkins was fantastic. 4 goals, obviously, player. Man of the match.
Another good player, man.
That was fantastic. Yeah,
if he definitely deserves a call up. I think, as far as I'm concerned,
he does. He's got a goal.
Already,
yeah, exactly. He deserves, especially for these. What is it? Next week after is the international break. So yeah, bring him in. Let's see what you think.
Who else have they got? Kane. Tony can't play anymore because he's banned.
Because he's banned from football.
Yeah, he's banned to January. Who else are you going to put up there? Callum Wilson. He hasn't done very well compared to.
Well, he's injured as well. Callum Wilson. He's got a hamstring. He's had a knock on his hamstring. That's one of the things again on FPL made me think. Actually, I'm going to leave Isaac, and then I saw 75%. I was like, no, I'm going to have to take him off. But who's going to play for Newcastle today? Lo and behold.
Yeah, it was your boy. It was your boy. Yeah. So that was that again. No one could have predicted that. And I'll be honest. I think for Brighton, because they had European football, didn't they, last week?
No, they got beat by Chelsea midweek. So they lost to Chelsea 1-0 in the League Cup, Carabao Cup.
That's right.
Is it Carabao Cup? Yeah, Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
And then they got beat. So that's 2 for 2 for them. So now it's important to see what they do now effectively in Europe, because they're going to play this Thursday. So
this is what I mean. So obviously they played Chelsea midweek EFL Cup. The week before that, obviously they were in the Premier League, and then the weekend before that they were in the Premier League. But then the week before that weekend was European football. So those guys
that Thursday before,
so they've been Thursday,
Saturday or Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday.
And then back.
So I think effectively within the space of 10 days they played 4 games, didn't they? And they don't have the squad depth.
I think it showed. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It definitely showed, because they were not clinical at all. Like with anything they were doing, Mitoma was all over the place. I think he even took Gross? He took him off quite early as well. It was just
they weren't on it. Yeah, no.
It's not the Brighton that we're used to. Estupinian, for example. Wow. I mean, come on, bro. The one time I actually want you to do well, you do this. You give me -2 points. What's going on? But I think well deserved from Aston Villa and Unai Emery, like you said. Bournemouth Arsenal, obviously we discussed, and I went 2-0 Arsenal. You went 3-1 Arsenal. So again, wasn't really. And I even listened back to that episode. I even said that Arsenal winning 2-0, but they'll struggle, and it was none of that. None of that happened. Absolutely none of that happened. Zero struggles and 0 goals against us. Everton, Luton, we had 3. I had 3-0 Everton, and you had 3-1 Everton. So,
and I think they got beat 2-1.
I think they got beat, and that was fun.
I don't know whether it was 2-1 or 3-1.
2-1, yeah.
It was one or the other.
So it was 2-0 Luton, and then Calvert-Lewin made it 2-1 before half-time, and then they just held back. They just put everyone in defence. I watched a bit of match of the day for that one. But I'm happy. I'm happy for Luton because they've actually out of the relegation zone now. Can you believe that? How good is that?
Yeah. I think
first ever experience in Premier League. They're out of the relegation zone. It's good to see. And then, I mean, the next match that I'm going to mention, it was fun in many, many ways, and forever will it be funny. Man United, Crystal Palace. Roy Hodgson is a fucking G, by the way. That's all I'm going to say about that. He's a G. He deserves a gold trophy at the end when he retires from football.
He already retired and came back. So I think
2 gold trophies?
2 goals for this guy? He just came back to grab a spoon.
Bro, forget a spoon, bro. You know, he had the whole plate. He was just pouring in his mouth like noodles. But that was, for me, that was probably one of the best results. Again,
and it was especially going there because they got beat 3-0 in their League Cup midweek. Then they played him again and won 1-0 in the Premier League. So well done to them. Honestly, very, very good. Really poor from United. Very poor in front of their fans. Ten Hag can come out and say whatever he wants. But
who's he blaming now? Sancho, Ronaldo, Maguire's
decision making not good enough. It says like he had a post-match interview. Decision making wasn't good enough. But by who? The players that you had on the pitch have been playing together for a while. You had pre-season or something. Decision making needs to get better. And if it's not good enough, talk to them. But you know what? Long may it continue because couldn't give an F.
I think. Sorry, we've got lineups by the way. So I'll go to the lineups after we finish the weekend's predictions that we did. So yeah, Man United, happy about that. Ten Hag, I'll always say it, if they keep playing like this, he will go. Then we had Newcastle Burnley. I had 4-0 Newcastle. We both had 4-0 Newcastle on that one. And let me just go back on the score.
2-0.
Who cares about Newcastle, right?
2-0 to Newcastle versus Burnley.
Almiron and Isak, like you said. So again, Newcastle, I don't know whether they're on the way back. Remains to be seen. We'll get back to that. Then we had West Ham, Sheffield United. I had 2-1 West Ham. Both had 2-1 actually, saying that. And it was 2-0. So we're quite close. You know, we Jared Bowen and Souček. Bowen, he's doing good things. Again, another player that should get picked. Maybe not a starting 11, but should get picked.
Because he's a good replacement, I think. If Saka's injured, he's a very good replacement for Saka.
Bowen has got, again, like I said about Breuer, he's got that chaotic factor about him where he may be small or smaller than most players, but he will run, he is powerful, and he doesn't care. He'll get down and dirty. Do you know what I mean? You've seen him sort of literally just scrape himself on the floor just to get a ball, and I like that type of player. He reminds me a bit of a Gattuso, if Gattuso was, up top on the wings. Like, just that sort of energy, that anger that he's got, and I enjoy it. I really do. Another great result for the weekend, Wolves, Man City. Bro, I mean,
that was a very good result of the weekend.
I had 4-2 City, and then you had 3-1 City, but it just flipped on us. You even asked me, you said, "Oh, is that your game of the weekend, pal?" Because I went, do you know what? Wolves are going to get 2. Game of the weekend. Yeah. It turned out it actually was, apart from the Liverpool match, I'm saying, game of the weekend, it just wasn't expected from them to
No, it wasn't. And well done to Gary O'Neill. I think it's Gary O'Neill, isn't it? It's definitely O'Neill. I don't know his first name, but well done to him. Got the team ready. They didn't turn up. See, I watched a little bit of it. They just didn't turn up for me. I felt like they weren't great, and it showed. The result finished 2-1. I don't know why Guardiola was on the stand though. Why wasn't he? Did he have a touchline ban?
I think he had a touchline ban. Yeah, I'm not sure why though. Because I don't
remember anybody talk. But anyway,
maybe too many yellows or something. I don't know. But Gary O'Neill, he's doing well again, and I like to see it.
They could have won at Man United. They did okay against Liverpool, but obviously then they conceded 3, so they switched off. So I guess they were okay or better team for like 60 minutes. But yeah, Liverpool obviously went there and won 3-1. But against City, learned those mistakes from Liverpool and they made sure that they kind of sand down the rough edges and play better football. And they did. And they really did. And it showed. 2-1 against City. Nobody saw that coming. No one saw it coming. But yeah, I'm again glad to see it because it just makes the title race a bit more interesting now. Before we go, we're going to go into tonight's games because I think the rest of the weekend's matches were, Wolves. And
we discussed Fulham, Chelsea. It was not Nottingham Forest versus Brentford, but again, that was.
And we discussed Liverpool, Tottenham, didn't we? So
lineup. By the way, before we go, let me read the lineup.
I saw.
I'm going to have to read it
read it out for the listeners who are listening.
Let's have a look. Arsenal versus Lens. By the way, it was Lens.
It is Lens. You're right. I heard it as well. Not Lens.
No, it's not Lens. So in goal, we've got David Raya. Not surprised, really. not surprised at all. And then Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, Tomiyasu. I'm a bit surprised with Ben White being on the bench, but then again,
so am I.
I don't know why he needs a rest, to be honest.
But if he deserves a rest,
Saka should definitely get a rest.
Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Trossard. So Trossard's back. Good to see. Trossard, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, and then Havertz and Gabriel Jesus at the top. So it says 4-4-2, but it's never going to be 4-4-2. 4-2-3-1, 4-1-2-3, whatever it is. But no real surprises there, to be fair, apart from Tomiyasu and for Ben White. But maybe a bit of a break.
I really hope he doesn't get injured because he's a quality player.
He's a very good player.
Maybe he won't get injured because a lot of fans, obviously opposition fans, will hate him when he's the best player in your rival's team. You'd be like, I hope he gets injured so then see what they do. Ronaldo, 06, 07, 08, 09 for Man United. Everybody hated him, wanted him to get injured. Never got injured. Maybe it's that kind of season for Saka as well.
Hopefully.
But I hope. No, just for him. I like him a lot. He seems like a really nice lad as well, like down to earth. He knows he's good, but he's not kind of good in your face. Humble. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, he's humble about it. I agree.
But him starting again, Arteta's not helping the cause at all. But obviously, we'll watch it, review it, because I've got no Chelsea to watch, so I'll probably watch Man United one, so we've got something to come from a different point of view, something else, a bit of content for the listeners. I'll have to endure that game. What, you want a prediction for this?
Yeah, I was going to say, give me a prediction for Lens Arsenal and then Man United Galatasaray.
Man United Galatasaray, I'll go there first. I think it'll be a draw. Ooh. I think Galatasaray are not really somebody to mess with. I think Man United are in a really, really poor decision. In a really bad place at the minute, not decision, in a really bad place. Galatasaray, Zaha, obviously he's the only one name that I know. He'll probably look for a bit of redemption because everybody's talking about him. You've been here before. You've had 4 starts in 2 years. Then you were loaned out. He's like, I'm not really going to allow that to justify or redefine my career. For me,
something to prove for sure.
I'm hoping a draw. I think it'll be a draw. But a part of me, as I say this out loud, thinks Man United might just nick it.
Oh, and by that alarm, that means it's true. That means it's true.
No, that's the alarm for me needing to sign up to footy.
Right. We'll keep you a few more minutes, folks, and then we'll let you get to your footies and your basketballs and your sports. But so what are we going with? You saying a draw, but obviously
a draw,
maybe a Man United win.
But Man United might nick it. A draw, but Man United might nick it.
I think they
Old Trafford.
If they lose,
they need to win. If they lose this Europa League, I'm telling you now, because then. Yeah, if they lose this, it's not a great start.
It's like a car wreck, isn't it? Like where you just can't help but watch it.
That's it.
Another interesting match, by the way, Napoli-Real Madrid. I know it's not part of the league that we discussed, but it should be an interesting game to actually watch. And should we do the...
I think for that one, Napoli, I'm not going to lie, I've got a feeling Napoli might win that one.
That's not bad.
I know there's cracks in the glass house that they're in, especially when they took the Mickey out of their striker. Ottoman was not happy about it. You don't do that to your main striker who won you the league for the first time in like 40 or 50 years, however long it was.
The high pitched voice, wasn't it? Like, give it a ball.
Yeah, just stuff like that. But you don't do that. Like, regardless of whether you think it's funny, you can do that within your own household, but you don't put it on the social media.
Ask the player. If you're going to do that, ask the player.
Oh yeah, run it by the player first. This is what we're going to do. Do you see the funny side? This is where we're coming from. Yeah,
I'm sure he would have liked it. It would have been like, oh, that's hilarious. But
that is funny.
Out like that, and it's like, right. 2 more matches for tomorrow from the Premier League. So for Champions
League. Before we go tomorrow, what are we thinking tonight? Arsenal.
Lens. Oh, you still want me to predict that? I
want you to predict that. Yeah.
All right. Well, you didn't give me a prediction, so you go.
Oh, you want me to go?
Absolutely. You know how we work.
My brother. I think you'll win in Lens. I know nothing about Lens. I'm going to go 4-0 Arsenal.
It's the first season in the Champions League for 21 years. I don't know if that helps.
Arsenal. That does help. 4-0 Arsenal.
I'll be honest. I think they'll nick a goal because I just feel like it's at Lens. The atmosphere is going to be incredible being in the Champions League. But I can see Arsenal winning this as well. I'm not going to say comfortably, but I'm going to go with like a 2-1 or a 3-1. And
last time we said struggle, you won 4-0. So maybe I'll be right. But can I just say something? I'm looking at Lens as it's typed out on front of my screen.
I thought you were looking
at my mind is going
Lens
every time. And I'm looking. My brain's like, you're not saying it right. That is correct. That is correct.
Lens with the London accent, Lens.
Yeah, that's it, Lens.
So,
decent. What about next Wednesday's games are decent as well, I believe. I think RB Leipzig versus City.
versus City.
Tough game.
What we
City
about
away, coming back from a 2-1. Tough one. I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be 2-2.
2-2. Wow, I can see a 3-2 City. 3-2 City on that one. Just a little bit of a squeeze at the end there.
When I watched the highlights of them against Bayern, and against Bayern, they were winning 2-0 in the first 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And then Harry Kane penalty kind of got the comeback, which City might look to exploit, similar way that Bayern approached a bit of a counter. But yeah, RB Leipzig do not rest. They attack after attack after attack, which is relentless.
It is, honestly, it's incredible. It's incredible. They are a very good team, to be fair. Even with the players that they've sold, they still are a very good team. And obviously the last one, Newcastle versus PSG, that should be an interesting one. What are we saying about that?
This is difficult because this is pulling a little bit on the heartstring because of the Northeast team, and I've mentioned it before. Obviously, I don't hide away from it. I want the Northeast teams to do well, but it's tough. But I think Newcastle are going to face an L. I hope they don't. I really hope they win. But some players injured, like a Callum Wilson, who's done all right for them. Do you know what? Fuck it, man. Newcastle winning 2-1. Fuck it.
Right. Well, since you said that, I'm going to go there lose 2-0. And even though I didn't want to.
I've got a feeling Anthony's going to wipe out flipping, what's his name, Mbappe. Anthony Gordon is just going to take him out straight away. I don't know if he's going to catch him, but
if Anthony Gordon comes close to Mbappe, by the way, he needs to be bought by Real Madrid or something, or PSG needs to buy him or some shit, because that's not going to happen. But I'm with you. Obviously, I was just joking about PSG, but I can see Newcastle nicking it.
I hope they nick it. I hope they nick it.
St James's Park is, again, you can't compare St James's Park to what is it?
Parc des Princes.
Parc des Princes or Parc au Prince, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, but we know where we mean.
Exactly. It's not the same, because even though Newcastle, yes, have been taken over, the fans are old school fans. They've been there for many, many decades. You know what I mean?
That's it. And they've been waiting for these Champions League nights out. And this is the first one for in a long time at St. James's. I will be watching that game. I know City are playing, but I'll be watching Newcastle.
It should be a very, very good one, to be fair. And I really look forward to it.
There was no way to get tickets, I'll be honest. I even tried to get up there.
Yeah.
And if there were tickets, I was going to pull a sickie at work. Obviously now they know, because this is going out.
Yes. No. To be fair, I tried to get in touch with a friend of mine's dad, because he's got season tickets, but come on, who's going to give away tickets to a PSG?
Who's going to give away tickets, exactly?
CL as well, on a Champions League night? I don't think so, pal. But look, went a bit longer than we thought. We were just going to do a quick roundup, but it doesn't matter, because that's what we do here. People are used to it. And Rick, we will be back on Thursday evening with a brand new podcast, and obviously should drop on Friday for everyone else. And we'll have more sports to discuss. We'll have Champions League to discuss, Europa League. We've got F1 this weekend as well, and I think this could be the weekend that Max actually seals the title. But we'll discuss that on Thursday's pod. But if you've got nothing else,
5 minutes on it.
Yeah, 5 minutes on Max winning the title. By the way, what's the point?
That's literally 5 minutes max on Max.
So. Max on Max, yeah, that's right. 5 minutes max on Max. Love it. But
I've got nothing to add, bro. I've got nothing to add. Honestly, I've enjoyed the episode. I've enjoyed the weekend. I've enjoyed doing these. I hope the listeners have enjoyed listening to them as much as we've enjoyed making them. And no, nothing, bro. Like, obviously, one thing to say is for you to send us out.
Yeah, excellent. And thank you so much for watching. No, you're not watching.
No, should I send this out?
Wait, no, sorry. I was in the other mode. But yeah, give me 1 second. Let me switch. Right. Thank you so much for listening. We will catch you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay alert.